That's how I'm going to start this video. Lotto. If anybody figured that out, comment that in down below. And send me what anime. No, I'm already going to say the anime. Lotto. I'm going to say Lotto. And this. The Great Return to the Great Fire. Lotto. Who says that? Comment down below. Today I'm going to do my first Bell What If. This is going to be what if Bell had Shinra's and his brother shows adol burst. We start off with him. We start off with Bell and his grandfather playing. Bell does his normal thing, plays with his grandpa and does other stuff. And while he does his other stuff, he doesn't know that he's awakening his magic. He says, "Grandpa," when he jumps up at Zeus. Cough, spoiler. When he jumps up at Zeus, that's when Shinra's adol burst activates. And right after, and when I'm just going to show y'all this picture. And when he did that, they didn't notice it. And we time skip a few days later when Bell's grandpa disappeared. And when he disappeared, Bell didn't want to sit around, wait. He wanted to do something. He wanted to train. He trained with a sword, and he called it the Nitori katana. A white and red gripped katana with a straight white sheath with a red blade. With his red blade. When he closes his sheath slowly, time freezes. Shinra notices that he has magic. Now, what is this magic called? Adol magic. He had different spells said rapid man kick, where he has to put his thumb to his pinky's stem, and put his pointer finger on the thumb's bottom. When he does that with both hands, he becomes incredibly fast. And when he stops time, while he does that, it's like he's moving at the speed of that not even Zeus could catch up to him. Then he learned Rock, Devil's Awakening. When he put his middle finger and ring finger down and put his thumb on the nail. He puts his other finger in the Rapid Man Rapid Man hand style. When he timed it right, when he jumps and releases it, a devil comes from his feet. Not literally, like a devil. like a devil face and a devil horns form fire, and he can change shapes and do other things with it. Now, he learned one of his own, body envelopment. He noticed that the bottom of your feet is really like the palm of your hand. And he decides to do something that he might regret in the future, but he might like trying it right now. So he tried to not just put it in his feet, but when he's floating, but when he's doing that, envelop his whole body, and weird tattoos show up on his body. I'm not going to end up stopping this today, because I really actually want y'all to see what I go through when I Google stuff. I'm gonna end up having to pause this. This pattern showed up on his body. And he can basically shoot fire out of those tattoos. He learned one more move with the fire. Firing. When he focuses his feet into a circle and spins, he can easily he can create a flame circle with just rotating, and shoots it at enemies. This is one of his long-range attacks. Now time to the stopping time, or show's ability. So now he can stop time for over 3 minutes. Do whatever he pleases. And he did something. He learned how to connect to something to give him power. He calls it an adol link. He gains power unlike any other, which can allow him to form ice. Forming ice balls, ice spears, ice swords, ice anything. While he can stop time, he can basically bend the fabric of time itself. Not anything crazy, but just bend something that aren't that big, but actually do some things. But actually, he can actually move some things that actually do stuff. And he can stop time and shoot ice. But that's basically the only thing he can do while he's using his stop time ability. He created something. Stop time fire. Fire stop. Firing stop. While he stops time, he does his full body envelopment. And while he is in full body envelopment, he can do anything. He can do his combo moves. Rapid kick, rapid man kick, demon awakening, other stuff like that. Now, let's get to the story of the anime with Belle searching for Familia. While Belle's searching for Familia, he asks a Loki Familia. Oh, and here's what Belle looked like. Yes, he even has the fire for it. Well, y'all still have that contest down below. He has this on. with his signature white hair. Everybody rejects him while he's walking on the street. He bumps into someone that looks pretty good. He says, "Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to get to work." He says, "A pretty girl like you working? Huh, I doubt it. I bet you're just going home after getting some groceries." Hestia blushes and says, "Are you in a familiar?" Belle says, "Sadly, no. But I was going to get something to drink before I head into the dungeon. Probably leveling up." And she says, "Well, I can give you my mark." She says, "You're not a goddess, so are you?" She takes off her heart and said, "I'm Hestia. I'm Goddess Hestia. And I would like you to be my first familiar member." Bella says yes, went back to her church, and got the mark, saying, "Well, look like wait, you have magic and sword skills?" He says, "Oh yeah, I have something called adol magic," which he gives her the rundown of adol magic, which is he can channel fire with his feet, stop time, and make ice. And I have different abilities with it. See, Goddess Hestia just is glad that he didn't tell any other gods or goddesses his moveset. We time skip until he goes into the dungeon, meeting his accountant and having a chat, saying that he's already level 2. She's surprised and says, "Okay, I'm gonna set you up for level 7. I think level 8. While he destroys all the monsters with not even using his adol magic, which is his main form of fighting, and him doing that. The black smoke, it's soul release. A lot to. The black smoke is the soul release. A lot to. He sets up a prayer. While he's on the 7th floor, he sees a minotaur and people running away from it, and then him saying, "Finally, something that I can actually have a little fun with. Rapid Man Kick!" Him doing the Rapid Man, doing significant damage to the minotaur, pulling out his sword and sheathing it, stopping time. Him doing the Ring of Fire and unfreezes time. And he also cuts off the minotaur's legs. As the minotaur is dying, he says, "The black smoke is the soul's release." That's all. And cuts off his head. Vines jumps down and says, any of y'all need help?" He says, "No, I just ended it. I just ended the minotaur. May God be with you." prayer and doing stuff and getting out the dungeon for the day. He gets around 13 million dollars. You might be thinking, golly, that's a lot. Has season 200 million debt. No, it's not a lot. So, yeah. This is just a test for the bellwethers. So, I told you I will be back in a few hours. Bye, my dragon can. I'll see you tomorrow.